Hi. The French love their greeting kisses, we all know that, and have been there to pass through the whole office giving la bise to all their colleagues. But for one worker at a media company in Paris who wanted to remain anonymous out of fear of her pecking colleagues, believes there's a time and a place for it, and work is certainly not the place. I do not want someone with coffee breath giving me the la bise first thing every morning. Thank you very much. Just a hi will do just fine, she said. www.thelocal.fr. My name is Isabel Sinclair, and I will talk about how different countries help us better our understanding of how foreign workplaces socialize with colleagues, debate in meetings, and give feedback. French people come across as rude in some people's eyes because they don't smile often. That's not quite true. Compare a person from France to a coconut, hard on the outside and gets softer as it gets deeper. In other words, the French don't share personal information with other coworkers right off the bat. They like to get to know you before telling you about their life. Sure, some French coworkers are friends, but there is more of a line between personal and work life in America. Frenchette.com. But once a relationship is there, it is most likely going to stick for the rest of your career. Now, Americans seem to be completely different from the French when it comes to socializing with coworkers. Compare a person from America to a peach, soft on the outside, but you'll eventually hit a hard spot, the pit. Americans are always friendly to people they've never met before, and they'll talk about life with them even though they don't have a close relationship. They also tend to smile at strangers a lot. Eventually, Americans close up and don't share anymore. Strictly speaking, they come across as friendly, but they're not showing you who they really are. Besides Americans being fake, they aren't all that strong when it comes to meetings either. Most workers curse meetings, but in France, they love them. And they tend to go on for hours, at least until the coffee has run out, the local.fr. French people start their meetings by outlining their principle, building up their argument, and then discussing its applications. BusinessInsider.com. They have a talk about concepts and theories and philosophy before moving on. French workers believe debate and conflict is healthy for a relationship. They argue about a topic for 10 minutes, but in the end, no one's feelings are hurt and friendships aren't broken. Whoa. Now, Americans, when they fight, everything is taken to heart. They find confrontation scary, you could say, trying not to get involved, giving 100% effort to shut down the conversation as quickly as possible. So to avoid confrontation, they kick the meeting off with the main points, then explains why they're so important. In other words, the French take longer to get to the point of the meeting and debate a lot more. Here's a picture of Americans at a meeting. Everyone is happy and don't have work in front of them. If there is something in front of them, it's probably just a little notepad to take some notes. This is a French meeting. No one is smiling. Lots of work is in front of them, most likely for their debate that they have to do for hours on end. Now we know Americans get butthurt easily, which will make it hard for them to take feedback from French people non-critically. When it comes to giving feedback on something, the French are straightforward with what they want and how they want it. In France, when you're doing something good, it's a given and you don't have to be told you're doing great. Now in America, when someone is trying to get the point across but fears it might hurt someone's feelings, they sugarcoat it. For example, giving 3 good things you did good to go with 1 bad thing you need to fix. Now when an American is managing a French worker, hard times might come about. For example, an American manager might tell a French employee that he needs to make some changes, but give him some good positive feedback too to soften the blow. French employee might walk out thinking it was a great meeting, but because he received so much praise. BusinessInsider.com. Then the American manager is sitting around wondering why he didn't change what you asked. The situation could go the other way as well, and Americans might think their French worker is being demotivating and only focusing on the negative things. However, the French may come across as rude, but that's not their initial intention. If you're traveling abroad for business, you can take a 9-hour flight from Florida to Paris and feel like you just landed on a different planet. Remember, there's no right or wrong way to go about work. It depends on where you live and what the people around you want from you. Not every French or American person will fit into these descriptions. There is no single perfect culture, nor would an attempt to create a perfectly unique, harmonized one be reasonable. FrenchandTree.com. Thank you.